Welcome back, guys, and today I'm checking out an abandoned mining community. We have a whole lot to look at up ahead. There's some houses, there's a mill right there with an ore bin, and throughout these mountains there's abandoned mines we'll look at as well. So we have quite a bit to check out. Let's get into it and see what we can find. Looking up the washout, that's all waste rock. And we're coming up to this old production, almost like it looks kind of like a leaching pad in a way. Let me know if you know what this was used for. Looks similar to something in the lines of leaching, but I'm not 100%. There's no way in, so we kind of have to do it this way. Just look at this thing. Continuing up the road. I'm not going to have a look at the other side of the road yet, just because there's so much to see. That was more of the residential side. First we'll look at this side. Have the remnants of an old building. Perhaps a workshop. Going this way, we're now going to check out that mill and the water tower that's right above the ore bin. Something interesting to see is just how the flash floods over the years have changed, how this waste rock is formed. Looking this way, just look how it's been washed and everything. Quite a trip. What I find interesting is that the ore bin is right on top of the mill. Kind of making it simple for themselves. But you don't see that often. I've only seen that one other time. Looking at the multiple levels, which they put multiple levels because the processing relied on gravity, if you're wondering. It's much more complicated than that, but that's the simple explanation. Bottom level of the mill, just look how they supported this wood. How old it is too, how warped it's become. Going to the left of us, there's this big pile of wood, which I assume is wood from the mill that's fallen off over the years. Looking back at the bottom level, and then going up, second level, up onto the third level. Not much left behind other than some old wood, rebar, and a foundation. Up to the fourth level. Then we have that massive ore bin. Absolutely huge. Still has rock in this one. We have a ladder going up, an access ladder. looking up inside. And this is neat. Looking down. Still have the components. Then we have this ore chute right here, which is filled with rock. Looking back down, you see those notches on the side of the ore bin? That's where the old ladder was. Only the bottom part remains now. And there's some wood scattered throughout this area too. Looking this way gives us a sneak peek at everything we're going to look at. Waste rock in the distance, old house ruins, etc. And this is where I thought the water reservoirs would be. Although it would appear they have been removed. Would have sat right there. And another one. That's what it looked like on Google Maps. I thought there'd be water towers, but apparently not. So let's continue and check out the rest of this town. We have this big pile of wood, which was a former building. Looking into washout, there's waste rock right there. Something that definitely wouldn't fly in today's standards with environmental safety. This was an old workshop. Not much left of it now. Right there's the old foundation. All the wood's just crumbling and rotted. And I'm now going to cross the street, look at the other side of the street. Not much left on that side, so we'll briefly look at that side. Then we'll continue up this way. I found this foundation as I was hiking. Nothing on it. That is fairly interesting though. Now let's go back to that upper part of the mining town. Looking back at the mill. And now we're going to the upper part of the town. And keep in mind, we're not only looking at structures, we're also going to be looking at all the abandoned mines that surround this town. So we have quite a lot, and we're going to see it all. Going to the left of us is an old building, an old house. It's really just in ruins. This mining community is so old that a lot of this stuff just doesn't remain. There is some intact buildings though, so keep that in mind. Up there's a mine we'll have a look at. We have another house on this side, all in ruins. Then looking across the street from it is another house site, another homestead. This one's quite large. Some stuff is left behind. Have the old fridge and the oven. Looking this way, the old furnace pipe. I see an old bed frame right there. That's what that metal is. Very neat. Then looking above it is an old rock house. And I'm really going to have to continue this another time because I have a mirrorless camera and they're not exactly known for being waterproof. This is the old rock house. Okay guys, so a quick update. I am now in my vehicle. It's been raining too much to film today. It's now nighttime. I'm going to go to bed. And in the morning I will pick up. We'll begin right where we left off at this ghost town. After that we'll go up to the abandoned mines. So all that tomorrow.